Yeah, I got you.
Even in general,
Yeah,
I'll just be a little input here and there.
Oh, yeah, you're just color. Like, I'm gonna do play-by-play, and then you just, like, you know... Did he say he was searching? Oh, he did. Yeah, so, like, I'm gonna do the play, and then you just jump in with, like, a review of the play. Ah!
He actually has a chance, but yes, Joe, give...
As soon as it loads up. Come on. It says it's streaming. It says it's live. Go to live dashboard. Go live, please. Oh, there we go. Why isn't it going? I'm streaming, it's just not, the link's not popping up. Yeah, Alpha's in here. Why isn't this working? Oh, there we go.
Oh, MENACE is streaming too.
All right, everybody. Well, welcome to the stream of this Big Ten championship game, and we have a desync.
Nope.
So for everybody watching right now, this is not me playing. This is my Dynasty mode, though, and it's two teams in the Dynasty mode, Stanford and Colorado. These guys, they're not the best of friends, but I got the athletic director of Ohio State alongside with me, Mr. Jason Murray. He is eating right now, so I'm probably going to be talking for the majority of the first quarter. But Jason, what do you think we have to look forward to today?
I think we got a hell of a game. Two teams with some animosity. We'll see how it plays out.
It's definitely going to be a good one, and we talk about the college football bracket going into this playoffs. Colorado's in no matter what. They could lose this game. They're going to be fine. Stanford, the jury is out for them. They're sitting at around 10th right now in the bracket. A lot of things could happen, and they could fall out. Do you think there's a way Stanford sneaks in if they lose this game?
It's possible, but you got to think they want it in their own hands. But we'll see.
And you talk about wanting it in your own hands. You can consider this to be a first-round matchup because whoever wins is getting a bye into the quarterfinal of this bracket, seeing the conference champion of a Power 4 conference will get that spot. So this isn't just a Big Ten championship. This is essentially a playoff game.
It is.
So if you had to give me a line right now for this game, what would you say?
Colorado beat them already this year. I got to take maybe Colorado -9.5.
That is a good line. You know what? Something's talking to me about this Stanford team. Maybe it's just their demented Christmas tree that's in my head, but they lost to them, and they've been on a roll since their two early season losses, jumping all the way from an unranked team, up there's that Christmas tree, all the way to the number 7 team in the country. They're 7-2 in the conference, 10-2 overall. And are we actually going to be able to get this one underway, or will we desync again? No, we're going to get this one underway, and it will be the 6th-ranked Colorado Buffalo kicking off to the Stanford Cardinal here at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. So home field advantage in a way for JT. Bassett swings his right leg into it. We are underway. Hits it about 5 yards deep into the end zone. And this one will go for a touchback. Stanford will start from their own 25-yard line. So for Stanford, they're going to want to get started quickly here. And how do you think they're going to do it, through the air or on the ground? Because you see they put up about 400 yards per game. But how do you think it's going to get done?
These guys don't run. Let's not beat around the bush. I would be very surprised to see over 10 rushes this game.
This is
it might be a key.
3 receivers right, 4 on the play clock. And they're going to have to call this snap fast, and Daniels just gets it off, and hey, just like that, commentator Kurt Irvin gets the handoff, and he's going to pick up the first down again at 12, and Cedric Irvin moves the chains for Stanford immediately, 1st and 10 at the 37.
I thought that was going to be a delay of game.
That
was close.
Yeah, I definitely thought that was going to be a delay of game as well. I will not lie about that one. Daniels again out of the shotgun, this time 3 receivers to his left. The tight end Roush alongside the right side of the line. Irwin in the backfield to his right. Daniels back to pass. Very clean pocket, and Daniels is just going to take off and go. Daniels slides, picks up 8. It'll be a 2nd and very manageable 2 from the 45-yard line. Great start for Stanford with 2 big plays on the ground.
This is what they're going to need to do.
2nd and 2, pistol set for Daniels, 2 receivers to his left, Bachmeyer alone on the right. Colorado with 6 in the box right here as a few play call changes from the Cardinal. Just about a minute into this Big Ten championship game, Stanford and Colorado 6v7, a spot in the college football semifinal on the line. Daniels again, wide open pocket, and he's got Irwin for the first down along the left side, all the way down the 31-yard line into Colorado territory. And Ashton Daniels completes his first pass of the day. Big start for Stanford. As Jason finishes up from that bowl, he got that first down right in front of the Christmas tree. Gain of about 20 there on 2nd. Daniels under center here, 2 receivers to each side. He's got Irvin in the backfield. 4 down linemen for Colorado as they are continuing to say, hey, we'll give you the interior. We're going to stop you through the air, but that last play they did not. A lot of changing at the line for Stanford as they come back to pass. And once again, an incredibly clean pocket for Daniels, but that one got swatted away at the line. It'll be incomplete. And the first bump in the road for the Cardinal, it'll be 2nd and 10.
A little too early to say, but the Stanford kicker, he's had some issues this year. He's definitely had a bit of the yips.
Yo, we got Kansas State in the chat. How you doing, my man? He's rooting for Stanford. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Cardinal. Back to pass is Daniels. This time the pocket's not clear, and the screen is blown out. That's Dayon Hayes, the senior, bringing him down. It'll be 3rd down and 14, and if you're the Cardinal, field goals are not your best friend. They got to get some yards right here. Fully loaded gun for Daniels, 3 receivers to the right, 2 left. Again, all day to pass over the middle. That was a mistake. And that's a big interception by Hood. And Colorado puts a start to the drive, and he might go all the way. He's to the 35-30. Go all the touchdown, Buffalo. Out of nowhere, it's 7-0 Colorado. Oh, 6-0, excuse me.
You know the Stanford coach. He's going through it on the sidelines right now. He's kicking himself.
It was a fantastic drive up until that point, and that was just a forced pass over the middle. I'm not sure what he saw on that one, but huge mistake.
It seems like this year the Stanford quarterback's been good for 1 a game.
Yeah, you can almost say that. Well, the Cardinal will go back to work. That first drive took 1:56 off the clock, so not even halfway through this first quarter. And Daniels will try again. 2 receivers to the left, tight end receiver right, with the running back to his right. It's going to be an end around here to Rubin, but once again, that's just going to get blown up as Colorado is dominated off the edges. I mean, if you're Stanford right now, I would have to think the answer is right up the gut, because Colorado's putting a lot of pressure on the outside of the line with those speedy linebackers. It's got to be up to Stanford to just take it right to him. 2nd down and 10. Daniels again in the shotgun. 2 receivers to each side, and the running back St. Clair in the backfield to his right. Play clock down to 10 as Daniels stands on the right hash of the 19-yard line. Catches it with his left hand, back to pass over the middle, finds St. Clair. St. Clair's got the first down, and it's a gain of 14 on 2nd and 10, and the Cardinal move the chains. That's the 3rd first down of this game for Stanford, as Colorado yet to touch the ball. Now, for Stanford, obviously, they want to win the time of possession battle, but the 10 seconds that Colorado had it, they took it back. Showing blitz initially was Colorado. Now they back off a little. Daniels to pass. Looking left. Got Onamayor! And he's got a big game. He's going to taunt. I'm not sure what Onamayor was doing right there, but he started taunting. He pointed at his bench at the 40-yard line, then did a little stutter step of his own, a little razzle-dazzle at the 40. And you think the Cardinal are saying, we don't care about that pick, or maybe a little early celebration? First down and 10, Stanford. Ball at the Colorado 34. Back to pass Daniels. Again, all day to throw. St. Clair's got the first down, and St. Clair is not going to get the first. It's a confusing
spot. A bit of a head-scratcher.
Yeah, I would challenge that if I were them. It looked like he had the first.
I think he ran backwards on his own.
Very confusing. But regardless, it will be 2nd and 1 after a gain of 9. Ball to the 25-yard line of Colorado. Daniels in the shotgun, sends one running back to his right, and now he'll just hand it off to Butler, who picks up 2. And the Cardinal move the chains again. It'll be a 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. I think it's more going back to what I said earlier. Colorado puts a lot of pressure on the outside. They do not have interior presence. So if you go right up the middle, there will be yardage. But here, Colorado's going to throw 6 on the line. They're going to try and put a stop to this Stanford drive right here. Ball at the 23-yard line, 50 seconds to go in the first. 3 receivers to the left of Daniels with Irvin in the backfield to his right. Tight end right as well. Daniels, again, all day to throw over the middle! Nearly intercepted by Shiloh Sanders. Another dangerous throw over the middle by the tight end. And Stanford gets away with this one. What do you think he's seeing over the middle right there?
That's a good question. I don't know. One time mistakes happen. It being a second time, I don't know. I do not know.
He's been going great when he plays to the outside, but over the middle, it's been a nightmare. Daniels again, 3 receivers to his left. He's got the ball. He's back to pass all day in that pocket. Over the middle, Irvin. He's inside the 5. Down forward. Touchdown, Stanford. 7-6 here at Lucas Oil Stadium.
We got ourselves a game.
I mean, that looks like the Colorado is applying literally no pressure at the line of scrimmage. All day to throw. Daniels hasn't been pressured once today. Extra point attempt up and good. A 7-play, 75-yard drive took 2:26 off the clock. And Colorado, they're going to touch the ball for the first time. It's a 7-7 game. Number 37 in white, Flintoff puts it in the air. This will bounce at the 1 and go into the end zone. So it'll be a touchback. Colorado will start from their own 25-yard line. And we will see the man who's probably going to finish 2nd and the man who's probably going to finish 3rd in the Heisman Trophy voting on the field now for Colorado wide receiver Travis Hunter. For Stanford, their stud defensive lineman who led the nation in sacks. On first down, Sanders will hand it off to Hayden. Hayden looked like he had some room up the middle, breaks a tackle off the right end, and he's going to pick up 11. Dallin Hayden picks up 11 on his first carry. First down, Colorado. Well, there you go. You said these teams don't run it, and their first play is a run from each team.
You never know in these championship games.
Sanders out of the shotgun, wastes no time. Another very clean pocket. He goes over the middle to Hunter, and that pass is complete for a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 from the Buffalo 39, and we'll see if they call another play before the end of this first quarter. Stanford with a lot of audibles at the line, very Peyton Manning-esque in his old home at Lucas Oil Stadium. Colorado saying, give me the ball, let's go. Hand off to Hayden on the RPO. Hayden's got the first, breaks a tackle, and he's to midfield, and that's where this first quarter is going to come to an end. A pick 6 for the Buffs, and a touchdown by Stanford right after to respond. We'll go to the second, 7-7 in the Big Ten Championship game. So we got Kansas State in the chat saying, don't taunt, bro. Beat his Colorado ass. Sanders in the shotgun, trips left. It'll be a pitch to Hayden. Hayden going nowhere. He actually managed to pick up 2. But it'll be 2nd and 8 as once again Stanford doing a good job to stop the run. Is that Colorado offensive line still nothing to write home about in this 2024 campaign. 2nd and 8 for the Buffalo. 2 receivers right. tight end and a receiver left as Sanders again will give it to Hayden out of the RPO, and Hayden's got another big hole, and he's got another first down to the 37-yard line. Move the chains with 4:35 to go in this second quarter. 7-7 in the Big Ten championship game. A little extra action here in the Colorado backfield. They've got the tight end behind the right tackle as Sanders back to pass. Another clean pocket. He goes to Hart, who was out of the backfield. He is laid out. Didn't pick up the first, but he does get 8. And it'll be second and short for Colorado as they continue to move this ball methodically and slowly, chunks at a time, against this Stanford defense. Sanders again out of the shotgun. 4 receivers, 2 to each side. Hunter comes in motion, moves to the right side of the line. Now it's trips right. Sanders standing at the 35-yard line will hand it off to Hayden, and once again Hayden with plenty of room up the middle. And it's another first down for Colorado, now averaging over 8 yards per carry on the ground for down Hayden. And you look at Stanford, they're really kind of the same as Colorado. They're worried about the pass. They're not looking for the run, and the run is just gashed both teams. First and 10, Sanders back to pass. He's going to find Travis Hunter on a quick out route. Picks up 6. And Colorado enters the red zone for the first time today. It'll be 2nd and 4. Ball on the left hash. 3 receivers right, including Travis Hunter. Sanders on the RPO. It's play action. Under pressure. Looks to his left, and he's got Wester for the first down. And it'll be 1st and goal. As Shedeur Sanders now 4 for 4 through the air in this one. And goal to go for the Buffs. 6 on the line for Stanford, and it's Hayden right up the middle, into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado, and the Buffs take the lead right back. Extra point attempt is true, and Colorado with a 10-play, 76-yard drive to answer the 7-play, 76-yard drive for Stanford. Bassett will kick it away. Farrell will let it bounce. And the Cardinal offense will get their 3rd opportunity. These offenses are a combined 11 for 14 through the air. Not much defense to speak of. But, Jason, did you think there was going to be much defense in this game?
No, I did not.
Short, concise, and to the point. Love it. First down and 10 for Stanford. 2 tight ends off the right side of the line, 2 receivers left. Out of the shotgun, Daniels, Irwin to his right. Back to pass, Daniels looks left, has a man in Unger, and the tight end breaks 2 tackles, but he actually went backwards doing it. And instead of a gain of about 6, it's only 3. 2nd and 7 now coming up for Stanford. Maybe Unger should have just gone down right there. Daniels flips this play, sends the 3 receivers from left to right. Irvin in the backfield to the left of Daniels, and it's going to be the screen. Irvin crosses to 30. He's got the first down, and he picks up about 10 on that one. That'll put Ashton Daniels over 100 yards on the day, and that'll put Stanford at a 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. This screen pass, much better run than the first one. First down and 10 for the Cardinal. 3 receivers left. Roush the tight end off the right side of the line. Daniels stands on the left hash at his own 34-yard line. Again, calling a plethora of audibles at the line as the clock ticks under 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go in this second quarter. Claps his hands, gets the snap. Daniels scrambles to his right. He is not very fast, and he just has to throw this one away. That ain't exactly Lamar Jackson back there. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Cardinal. You know, I got to get me some of that stadium food because you are all into it right now. I didn't know Lucas Oil Stadium had such vibrant food options. Daniels back to pass here on 2nd and 10. Looking right. He's got Roush for the first down. Big gain. He's across the 40, 35, down to the 33-yard line. And another big gain for Stanford. Their 3rd big passing play. It's a gain of 28 right there. And a first down for the Cardinal as they will look to get this game even before the 2-minute warning. Daniels now stands on the right hash. 3 down lineman for Colorado as Daniels calls signs at the lines, and now he will pass. Daniels, with time, looks right, and he's got Rubin who breaks a tackle. He's got the first. He's again showboating, and he picks up the first to the 19-yard line. Jason, what do you think the showboating is? Is he trying to just get in the head of his opponent? Like, what's he doing? Well, Jason has been abducted by the demented Christmas tree, from what I can tell. So, when he comes back, I'll just assume he got out of his branches. No, I hear him.
I'm back. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I was muted. I did not realize I had to sign on to my second job. But,
Oh,
but
great.
I'm not going to lie. Taunting like that, you lose the regular season game, you're down in this game, I just don't get it.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell your employers here at EA about your second job. Don't worry about that. I got you. But
I understand.
It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Cardinal as they are into the red zone for the second time. And now the question for Stanford, how much time can they kill off this clock? It doesn't look like they're keen to kill much time. I think they might even think about getting the ball back here. Corners pinching in for Colorado with a minute 40, 100 seconds to go in this first half. Daniels back to pass all day. Clean pocket. He's got Rubin to the 5. He's showboating. He could have walked into the end zone right there. What is he doing?
I do not understand it. He wants to chew clock.
I just can't understand. He's not even chewing clock. And with the first down, the clock stops as well. Daniels, handoff, Irwin, touchdown, Stanford! Stanford marches right down the field, a quick drive, a quick score, and we're an extra point away from being tied again.
This is big. Colorado gets ball at half. This next drive could determine how this game's going to go.
Yeah, even a field goal right here for Colorado would seem huge. Extra point attempt for Stanford. It's up and true. And in the home of the Indianapolis Colts, we are tied at 14. As someone has let that tree on the field. They'll be flipped off to kick it away with 1:31 to play here in the first half. So 91 seconds and 3 timeouts all day for this Colorado team. Wester will just let this one bounce into the end zone. And the Colorado Buffalo will start from the 25-yard line. I mean, you talk about these teams on the ground. Both of them looking really good. Stanford averaging about 6 per carry on the ground. And Colorado about almost 9 on the ground. Where are the run defenses in this one? Shotgun for Sanders. He's got the tight end in the backfield as well. Back to pass, over the left side, a corner out to Travis Hunter.
What a catch.
And a big gain of 24 right there. 3rd catch for Hunter. He's got 33 on the day. And a big first down for Colorado as they look to make it into field goal range to get at least something before the end of this first half. Trips left for Sanders out of the shotgun. Handoff to Hayden. Hayden breaks a tackle, and he picks up 6. Dallin Hayden with a big boy run right there. It looked like it was going to be only a gain of 1 or 2. But he ends up picking up 6 right there on first. Look at those nice camera angles we get here in the Big Ten Championship game. We pay extra for those. 66 seconds remaining in this first half. Sanders back to pass, rolls right. It's a screen, and it's incomplete. And now a huge 3rd down as Stanford will look to hold and force Colorado into a big decision. It looks like they were reading the screen, but they overran it. We've yet to see the presence of the nation's sack leader in this game. As Sanders will hand it off to Hayden. He's going nowhere. He's stopped, and Stanford calls timeout. And what will Colorado do on 4th? Big decision here for the Buffalo. What do you think they're doing? Well, they're going.
Just ending it.
Full send, why not? It would set Colorado up in fantastic field position. Sanders with 2 receivers left, including Travis Hunter. He's calling signs at the line. 10 on the play clock. Sanders, I think he's going to look for a quick out right here. Back to pass. Sanders over the middle. It's going to be intercepted by Leaper. And he's got room to run. 45, 40. He's taunting. And he's down to the 37. As Stanford flips the script on that Colorado drive. What a change of possession. As now Stanford has a chance to milk the clock and take the lead going into the break. A rare mistake from Shedeur Sanders sets up the Cardinal at the 37-yard line. Daniels will give it to Irvin. They'll just get back to the line of scrimmage right there, but the clock will run. Tick, tick, 44 seconds to go. I did not see that interception coming. What about you?
I did not. And I'm a little confused what Stanford's doing. They got a lot of time. They don't got a lot of time left on the clock, rather.
Well, this is going to be a big play right here. They're down to 26 seconds. They still do have those 2 timeouts. Over the middle, Irwin incomplete. Might have had a better option there. But now a big 3rd down, because if Stanford does not convert, they're going to have to give the ball back to Colorado. They must get to the Colorado 26-yard line a little before just to move the chain. Daniels will pass. Screen pass, Irvin, nowhere. Stuffed in the backfield, and now it's going to be Colorado calling timeout. And a big 4th down punt coming here for the Stanford Cardinal. They had a huge chance. Go on.
You got to think that is a missed opportunity right there. All you had to do is not celebrate. You would have had extra 5-6 yards on the play minimum, and instead, you're giving them the ball back. 13 seconds. You got to cash in on those opportunities.
Well, you would have to think Colorado has 2 plays right here. So, 1 to get him into field goal range, and 1 to maybe kick a field goal, or are they going deep right here for the man on the Heisman shortlist? Sanders sends his tight end left, and it'll be play action here on 1st and 10. Sanders steps into it, throws short to Hayden, and he fumbled on it, but he fumbled out of bounds. A big break right there for Colorado. It will be 2nd and 2, 7 seconds on the clock. So if you're Colorado, maybe you have a chance. I mean, even if you get 25 and go out of bounds, that's not enough for the field goal. You have to think this is they do have timeouts. You have to think this is a play that they're going to try to hit deep over the middle to about the 50-yard line, call timeout, and then have a heave for the end zone. Because I don't think they have enough time for a field goal here. Sanders will pass. All day to throw. Stanford just backed off everybody, essentially. This will be the last play of the half. Sanders steps up, throws. What an arm. As that one is... I thought it was caught by Travis Hunter, but it will just fall incomplete. And that will take us to the end of an incredibly eventful first half. A pick 6 by Colorado, then 3 straight touchdowns by Stanford, Colorado, and Stanford again. Colorado throws an interception, Stanford punts, and the first half comes to an end as we will move into the third quarter of a 14-14 ball game that the Colorado Buffalo will start at their own 25-yard line after that first touchback. Jason, thoughts on the first half?
It was a close half. I mean, there's some certain plays that might come back to decide this game, but we still got a half of football to go.
If I had to guess, I would say Stanford, over the course of all of their showboating, has cost them about 25 to 30 yards. I get that he's probably trying to get in the head of his opponent, but it's costing him in the long run, especially that last drive. He could have started that drive maybe around the 30-yard line if he didn't showboat, and with the yards he picked up, might have been able to kick a field goal. But, man, we'll see if it haunts them. Sanders on 2nd and 9. He is going to take off. Nice little juke move. Maybe one too many. He's going to be taken down after a gain of 5. Huge 3rd down coming up for Colorado. They must get to the 35-yard line to move the chains. Sanders out of the shotgun. 3 receivers to his left. Stanford backs off. A lot of space allotted to Travis Hunter right there. Will that come back to haunt Stanford? Sanders to pass over the middle. He's got Wester for the first down, and he's near midfield. He's to the 47-yard line as Colorado moves the chains with a big 3rd down conversion. First down and 10 for Colorado. Sanders, handoff, Hayden, big hole up the middle. Hayden's got the first down. He's looking for more. He's across the 35-yard line, down to the Stanford 34. Dallin Hayden up to 7.3 yards per carry and a tutty as Colorado's on the move, and they're looking to score here on this first drive of the second half. No answer right now for Stanford. They're going to load the box and show some pressure. Sanders, handoff, Hayden, trying to move his way off the left side.
Oh, only 3.
One of the shorter rushes today is by Hayden. 2nd down and 7. Ball at the Stanford 31-yard line. Back to pass is Sanders. Moves to his right, throws, incomplete off the hands of Wester. It was also a pretty dangerous throw. Could have been intercepted as well. And another 3rd down for Colorado on this drive. This one a little longer than the first time. They must get to the Stanford 24 to move the chains. Right now, it would be about a 46-yard field goal. That was over the middle. That's going to be caught by Hunter. Oh, it looked like Stanford had it locked up, but the linebacker just didn't turn around. And Stanford, instead of potentially getting another interception, Colorado now has a 1st and 10 in their red zone. Back to pass, Sanders rolls to his right. He's going to scramble. He's going to fumble, and Stanford's got it.
Wow.
And
Is he challenged?
No, that was Stanford who paused. And it looks like it was just accidental. But, oh my goodness, it looked like Shedeur Sanders had a wide open receiver at the 5-yard line that even he motioned for, and then said, I'm going to take it, and it's Colorado's 2nd turnover of the game, as Stanford will take over at their own 12. Another turning point to this wild game. Daniels will pass. Over the middle, he's got Bachmeier, picks up 7. 2nd and 3 now coming up. That's Tiger Bachmeier, the sophomore out of California. Do you think Stanford's thinking about chewing clock at all on this drive?
I don't think they are. I would be surprised. I don't know, but I would not be expecting that out of them.
Stanford turned it over first, but Colorado with the next 2 turnovers. And on 2nd and 3, Daniels will pass. He's got all day. Floats it over the middle, and that's going to be intercepted. A bad throw by Daniels, and Colorado takes it right back. And they're already to the 29-yard line.
And I'm going to be blunt here. This game is getting ugly. But you know what? That's a college football championship sometimes. People having Stanford, Colorado, these guys aren't used to this.
Yeah, these are schools
It's
that
the
are
biggest
not
game of these
used
boys' careers.
These are schools that are not used to bowl games. Colorado with only 4 wins the last 2 years. And now on 1st and 10, Sanders in trouble, turns around, and he takes a huge sack! It's Tavara Tafiti, the nation's sack leader, and it's a loss of 19 on that play. What was Shedeur Sanders doing right there?
He might have got hit a little hard with that last fumble.
Yeah, I don't know what he's thinking right now. Maybe he's thinking, hey, this is my way of showboating. Watch me convert this 2nd and 29. Sanders to pass. Throws deep down the left side. It's caught! That pass is caught! By LeJontay Wester! Are you kidding me? It looked like the Stanford defensive back just ran into the referee. And now Sanders will hand it off to Hayden, who goes absolutely nowhere on 1st and goal. But the Buffalo are down to the 7. And for Stanford, if they don't win this game, that just chalked that one up to another missed opportunity right there. No way that pass should have been completed. 2nd and goal, Sanders on the RPO, looks right, he's got Horn, and Horn's first reception finds the end zone. Jimmy Horn, touchdown, Colorado. We've seen Colorado come out in the RPO a good amount of times this game, but this time, Shedeur Sanders kept the ball for himself, and he puts the Buffalo back in the lead. It's 21-14, and now Stanford again trailing after an interception, and Farrell is okay then. Not sure what he was doing, but it'll be 1st and 10 for Stanford at the 25-yard line. You think Stanford will cut out the showboating?
I do not. I think it's just how they're going to play this game, for better or for worse.
Well, if you're Stanford right here, you gotta put something on the board. If you turn this ball over again and Colorado gets even 3, it's gonna feel like a pretty gigantic mountain to climb. Daniels will pass on first. Looks to the left. He's got Rubin. Picks up 4. That'll move the ball to the 29-yard line. And it'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Cardinals. Ashton Daniel, 169 yards, a touchdown, but 2 massive interceptions. Second down and 6. Daniels changes the play at the line. He's got 3 receivers to his right, 1 left, and the running back, Irwin, in the backfield to his right. 1:18 remaining in this third quarter. Daniels back to pass over the middle, finds Irwin, hurdles the defender. He's across the 45, down to the 46, a big first down for the Cardinal, and another one of those big plays as they move the chains. And you know, you were definitely right about these are 2 teams, Jason, that do not run the ball, and they've moved away from it here. Neither team is really running the football anymore, especially Stanford. Another screen pass, and this one goes off the back of Irwin. It'll be 2nd and 10 now. Each team with 2 takeaways in this game. 2 interceptions for Colorado. They've intercepted Stanford twice, while the Buffalo have thrown a pick of their own and fumbled. The quarterback's responsible for every turnover so far. 2nd down and 10. Ball at the Cardinal 46 off the left hash. Daniels back to pass over the middle. What is that interception? It is Jay. He's to the 40, 35-30, 25-20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Buffalo. Travis Jay.
Seems like the wheels are really starting to fall off.
Interception number 3 for Ashton Daniel. Pick 6 number 2. And Colorado, who just a few minutes ago were in dire straits after a fumble that gave Stanford the ball in the tie game, now lead by 14. That is turnover number 5 of this game and number 3 for Stanford. And the Cardinals need to score here. They need 7. 3 I don't think is enough. Am I crazy to say it's 4-down territory right now for Stanford?
Absolutely.
Daniels on first. They'll go back to the ground and take the ball out of Daniels' hand for a moment. It's a gain of 1 for Irwin. And the ball will move to the 26-yard line. The Cardinals need a score, and then they need to get the ball back. They've put themselves in a rough spot with 2 pick sixes and 3 interceptions. Daniels back to pass with time, looks right, he's got Roush, and he went down. Ooh. I think he had some space to run. I think he really wanted to focus on catching it, but I think Roush might have had some extra yards to go right there, especially with the dive there by Sanders. I think he could have gone all the way. First down and 10 for the Cardinal off the right hash. Daniel finds his running back Irwin out of the backfield. He's across the 35 down to the 32-yard line. He'll be marked down at the 31. And Stanford will move quickly as they want to get another play off before the end of this third quarter. 10 seconds on the clock. Daniels off the right hash is back to pass. It's another screen. He's got Irwin. He's across the 30. 25. Looks to make it to that first down marker, but he's not going to be able to. And that will do it for quarter number 3. 14 points for Colorado in the third off 2 massive interceptions. We'll go to the fourth, 5 minutes away from the Big Ten champion. It's 28-14 Buffalo on top of the Cardinal. Now, Jason, what is the game plan here for Stanford? What do they have to do to get back in this game?
You got to get in that end zone, and you got to get in it fast.
I know
time is their biggest battle.
I know the clock stops after a first down, and I know they have timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but you don't want to leave the chance as Irwin picks up the first down there on the ground. I don't think there's going to be any more showboating off that Stanford team. 4:49 to go. 1st and 10. Stanford back in the red zone. Daniels to pass. They need to find a way in. Daniels reverses. He's got actually a lot of room to the left, and now Daniels is going to take it. Nice little play there by Ashton Daniels to pick up 5 on a play that looked like was going to end up being thrown away. It looks like Colorado is content only rushing 3. They're just sitting everybody back. And it's going to be St. Clair on the handoff. He's going to pick up the first. Takes a big hit. But he's down to the 6 now. 4:32 to go, fourth quarter. Stanford 6 yards away from making this a 1-score game. Daniel staring straight into his absolutely incredibly ugly mascot behind the A in the Stanford end zone. Daniels back to pass. Scrambles to his right. With time, end zone! Intercepted by McKinney! Interception number 4 for Daniels. And that might be the
That's
dagger.
a dagger.
That might be the dagger to this Stanford Cardinal team. Interception number 4 by Ashton Daniel. I mean, I think he honestly could have just ran that in for a touchdown. But now if you're Colorado, even a field goal makes it a 3-possession game. But now it is clock-chewing time. And for Stanford, I don't think they can afford to even let him get a first down right here. They got to stop him as the clock is rolling. 3:36 to go. Wester comes in motion left to right. On 2nd and 6, Sanders handoff Hayden. He's going to pick up 5. It'll be 3rd down and 1. If you're Colorado right here, what's the call? They're going to just try to keep the clock moving? Or are they going to try to get the first and throw this one?
I think this one might hit the air.
Sanders handoff, and they got the first on the ground. Hayden is all the way across midfield, down to the 46-yard line. And that might be all she wrote. Last play before the 2-minute warning. Sanders looks left. He threw it to Hunter. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Well, for Stanford, they're going to have to start using their timeouts. And they're going to have to hope for an onside kick now. They had, if I'm going to be honest with you, they had this game. This was their game to lose, the way Colorado turned the ball over 2 times in a row, but those 3 straight interceptions just changed anything. Big hit there on Hayden, and Stanford will use their first timeout. Colorado is not in field goal range right here, though. I think they're going to... Colorado calls timeout now. I think Colorado's going to throw the ball right here. If Stanford can get a stop right here through the air, that's going to stop the clock, and they're going to get the football with 2 timeouts. This is your game right here, ladies and gentlemen. 3rd down and 6. Ball at the Cardinal 42. Sanders, handoff, Hayden, not going to get it. It'll be 4th down and 3. Stanford has not called timeout, and now they do. That's about 4 seconds ticked off the clock. Well, I think if you're Colorado, you're going for it right here. And they are. They're keeping the offense out there. A first down will send them to the quarterfinal of the college football playoff. 4th down and 3. Ball at the 39-yard line, left hash mark, 2 receivers to each side. Sanders, back to pass. He's under pressure, he throws! And Wester's got it! And that should be all she wrote. As they can take a minute now off the clock. They're in field goal range. They can make it a 3, and they're just going to kneel it. Sanders will take the knee with 1, and that officially does it. The Colorado Buffalo knock off the Stanford Cardinal after a turnover-prone Big Ten championship game. And for Stanford, their playoff hopes are on life support. But Colorado will get that first-round bye. Jason, what are your final thoughts from this one?
Stanford they struggled with them in the regular season, and it showed in this game as well. It's hard to win a game with what? Correct me if I'm wrong, 4 interceptions?
And 2 going back to the house, but...
And 2, yeah, you scored as many points as you allowed their defense to score. It's more of an offensive problem than a defensive at this point.
And
quarterback's got to go home and think about things and hope that they can make it.
And the thing I'm going to talk about is when Shedeur Sanders fumbled that football, I thought Stanford was going to come back and win this one. I really did. They didn't score at the end of the first half. Not the biggest deal, but the interceptions, like the 3 in that second half, just heartbreaking. And especially on that last one, he could have probably ran that in for a touchdown. And there's going to be a lot of thinking about this game if you're the Stanford Cardinal, and now they just have to hope to see if they get into this playoff. But Jason, that's going to do it for us. You've got a big game against Texas coming up to lock down the number 1 seed. What are your thoughts on that one?
Oh, it's looking like it'll be a Friday morning game. Not sure what time, but we're just going to come out and do what we could do.
Let me
Give it
guess.
what we got.
Let me guess. Hand the ball to Judkins.
Will Howard picked it up in the second half of the year. I'm not sure.
Well, speaking from Old Smith team, I don't know about that game plan, but that is going to do it for us. We will be back with more commentary of playoff games in this Dynasty mode. We'll try to get at least one from each round. Everybody watching?